Okay. Now, anyone have any idea what are proverbs? Yes, Hanit.
Ma'am, proverbs are like sayings and idioms.
Idioms. Okay. So normally, okay, beta, good. Yes, Neha. Beta, unmute.
Ma'am, proverbs are short words.
Short. Okay, great. Now, when we talk about proverbs, what is the thing? Sometimes they are said to be short saying. We don't come up with a very lengthy sentences. Now look here, there are examples over here. First, let me read this to you. Proverbs are a short, well-known saying, a piece of advice. Now, normally we use proverbs when we are trying to give some advice to someone. Like for example, early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy and wise. Now many times, I don't know how many of your parents say this to you all, but many parents are, they are used to of saying this because I'm also a parent. So I know that I also sometimes say my children early to bed and early to rise. You should always sleep early and you should get up early. Yeah. So these type of proverbs sometimes is being used to give us sort of advice. So what does that mean? A person who sleeps early and wakes up early will have a more successful life. So see, I am not going to say such a big sentence. I'm simply going, if I'm using this proverb, so I'm making you understand what I'm actually trying to give advice, what I'm actually trying to tell you. Next, all that glitter is not gold. So what does this mean? This means not everything that appears good turn out to be good. Now, sometimes we see the toys sometime in the market. We think, oh wow, we are looking at outside the appearance of that particular, the box is looking beautiful, wonderful. It's very expensive even. So we think, wow, something very great need to be there inside. But when you open, you don't find something very interesting. You are not able to find inside that box. So it's this proverbs goes with that all that glitter is not gold. Whatever you think appears to be good, it may happen. It doesn't turn out to be good. Clear? A tree is known by its fruit. Yeah, Hanid, I'll come to you. Wait, let me finish with the slide first. A tree is known by its fruit. Means that when we taste any fruit, we come to know the basic nature of the tree. We can form an opinion about the tree merely after tasting its fruit. Similarly, a person is judged by the way he behaves. Now, if I'm looking, unless and until I taste the fruit, I won't be able to judge that tree, whether that tree was a good one or no, because the type of fruit which I'm able to get from that. So this proverb means a person is judged by the way he or she behaves. Now, when you're behaving in a nice way, so I'm able to judge you that you are a very disciplined child. Yeah. But when you are not behaving in a proper way, I'm able to understand that yes, you are not a very disciplined child. You don't know how to behave. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, yeah, Hanne, tell me.
Ma'am, I have two proverbs to say.
Tell me.
Ma'am, the first one is do as the when in Rome, do as the Romans do.
What does that mean? Tell me. Meaning
Like
also.
if you are in a country, you should do as the people in the country do.
Okay. And the other one?
The other one is don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
It's like if you see a book and it's if you see a book with a bad cover, you like just don't buy it. But when you read the story only, you will be able to judge if the book is good or not.
Okay. Yes. We will come across this proverb, the one which you said, don't judge the book by its cover. I'll discuss that also. Good, Hanit. Yes, Navya.
Ma'am, I'm not able to understand.
Okay. Okay, Navya. Now lower your hand, Hanit and Navya. Now proverbs are better when we are giving some sort of advice. we sometimes happen, we don't want to use very big sentences. You know, in Hindi, you have done those, what you call, if I'm not wrong, muhavre.
Muavre.
Muhavre, you all have done
Yes,
or no?
Yes, ma'am. I
Yeah.
know We have
Yes,
So I think if I'm not wrong, proverbs are said to be the, in Hindi we call it as muhavre.
Morals.
No, not morals. Morals are different thing. Muhavre in Hindi. Okay, you all are, I think, maybe later on in the class you come to know about. Yeah?
I
Hamid?
don't know Muavre.
Okay, okay. The back sound are coming. Yeah, just mute, please. So when I say proverb, proverbs are short saying. We use it in a very shorter way, in a form of advice. These are the three few sentences which I have come up with. Navya, now you are able to understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now look here. A bird in hand is worth two in the, who would like to say the answer, bush or wings?
What is the meaning of words?
Worth means a bird in hand is worth two in the, I'll tell you. First, let me come up with the answer. Shriyan,
Yes, ma'am.
tell me.
Wings.
Wings. Okay, I'll ask everyone, the ones who have raised their hand. Harnil?
Ma'am, wings.
Okay, Charvi? I'm not saying right or wrong. Tell me the answer. Charvi?
Bush.
Okay. Navya? Worth means something very valuable. It's a worthy of thing. Yeah. Navya?
Wings.
Wings. Okay. Leelakan?
Wings.
Pranshu?
Wings.
Shivan?
Wings.
Dhruv? Dhruv Ganesh?
Wings.
Neha?
Ma'am, wings.
Udita?
Ma'am, bush.
Okay. Anyone left? Abdul?
Ma'am, me.
I'll come to you. Abdul? It's bush or wings? Abdul, beta, it's bush or wings? Unmute, unmute. Rudransh, I'm removing you from the class. Your camera is off. Okay, Veer,
Ma'am, bush.
I asked everyone. Shivansh, I asked you.
Ma'am, you missed me.
Tell me.
Ma'am, wings.
Shivansh, 1 minute, one by one, please. Shivansh.
Ma'am, it is bush.
Okay, who was saying that I missed her?
Ma'am, Stuti.
Stuti, tell me.
Ma'am, Stuti.
Advantage then bigger one.
Wings.
Oh, bigger one.
Okay, now everyone lower your hands.
ये बड़ा advantage होगा
Ma'am,
नहीं
you didn't ask Neha.
it is
I
better.
asked her. When?
अरे चुतिया बोलो ना मादर चोद बोलो ना क्या बोलोगे
Oh.
meaning
Yourself
it is better
ये question
has unmuted.
भोसड़ी वाला meaning तो जान लो मादर चोद पूछेगा ना
Oh.
Shivansh.
Okay. A bird in hand is worth two in the bush is the correct answer. Okay. So I remember Udita said bush. Who else said bush to just Charvi, was that you? You said bush?
Yes, ma'am.
I also said, ma'am.
Who?
Ma'am, I also said.
Who? Name.
I'm Veer.
Veer. Veer also said yes. Udita, Veer, Charvi, I remember. Yes. Okay. Now, the meaning. Listen, I'm telling you the meaning of this proverb. It is wiser to make use of the things that are already available. Things in hand are more available than the ones we are waiting for, than the ones expecting and waiting. Now, sometimes it happens that we are in a greed to get more. We always want more. So we don't value the things which we have in our hand at that particular moment. Yeah. So it's the meaning of this proverb is make use of the things that are already available. Those things that are available to you, try to make use of those things. Sometimes what happens, sometimes many children get very cranky. They want the parents, I want this by tomorrow. Today only I want, because tomorrow my ma'am is going to see and I want the new one. I'm not going to adjust with the old pencil or pen or maybe a pencil box or maybe a bag. So they become very cranky about these things. That no, tomorrow is the very first day of my new class. I'll be getting the new things. And sometimes parents try to make them understand a bit. Let it be like tomorrow I'll get it to you. I forgot. But okay, they get very cranky that no, I want it today. So the meaning of this proverb is it's wiser to make use of the things that are already available. You have to go to school tomorrow. Yeah. So it's better rather than getting too much rigid about something. Try to use the thing which is already there with you. Later on, you can go and buy something which you want when you get time. Clear? Okay, Hanid and Stuti, your hands are continuously raised. Could you just lower your hand? Now, actions speak louder than words. Okay, this I already said the answer to this. Yes, Hanid.
Ma'am, word, because like if you do action, it if you just simply just say that I'm going to get 100 out of 100 in the assessment, yeah, but then when you do in the assessment you get 98. So it is better to first do the assessment, then say I got 100 or 98 or whatever.
Okay. Okay, great. So actions speak louder than words. It is easier to make lofty promises, but very difficult to act accordingly or follow them through. So actions are a reflection of a man's character. Now, sometime it happen, you promise that I'll study very hard. This time I'll get the very good result. You promise to your parents, but what happened? Simply promising doesn't come up anything, doesn't have any effect. You have to do it. You have to work hard to get a good result. So when you work hard, that is the action which you are doing. Simply saying that, yes, mama, I'll get 100 out of 100 this time. But simply saying this is of no use. You really have to work hard to get 100 out of 100. Isn't it? So the meaning of this is actions speak louder than word. That means you have to work hard to achieve something rather than simply saying that, yes, I can get it, I can do it. Okay? Yes, Harnit.
Ma'am, my mother always says this, ma'am, I just tell her that I'll do the homework today, but my mother tells me that you have to do the homework. Simply just saying won't make the homework do it itself.
That's true. That's correct. So see how far I think now many of these proverbs are simply going best for the parents. Many parents use these meanings, isn't it? So that's correct.
Ma'am, my mother says to me,
What?
this proverb.
This
This one proverb, ma'am.
Okay.
This proverb to me.
Yeah. This proverb she says to you? Yeah? Okay.
Only
Yes.
for the homework purpose.
Only for homework purpose. Okay. Okay, V. Now, who said my mother also says? Who was the one? Charvi, continuously your camera is off.
Ma'am, I also.
Ma'am, you're my mother.
Okay, 1 minute. Shivansh, even yours?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. And who said just now mine even?
Ma'am, you're my mother, Hanid.
Hanid, okay. And Leela Kant also. Okay, okay. Now let me take this and all the parents say this, yeah? Okay, all of you are raising hand one by one. Now the next one. All that glitter is not, no, not Hanid this time. Let me ask the other. Let me ask others. Okay. Navya, all that.
Ma'am, can I please, ma'am?
No, please. All that glitters is not dash. Navya.
Gold.
Gold. Okay, good. So that means anything which attracts you because of its external appearance may not be that worthwhile to use. Okay. Beta, when I'm explaining something, I don't want you to unmute. Let me finish, then you say. Please, yeah. So anything that attracts you out because of its external appearance may not be worthwhile to use. So anything external means what? Outside appearance, outside look. Yeah, outer look, the ones that you are able to see from outside. Wow, this maybe you have you have seen a flower vase and you think that, wow, this flower vase seems to be wonderful. Let me buy this, no matter how expensive it is. But maybe it happened that it is such a delicate one that moment it fall, it breaks. So it's not worthy of that thing. It's not worthwhile to use. Now, let me see. I think this is a very common proverb. God helps those who help dash. Yes, Leela.
Themselves.
Who was that? Leela Kant?
Themselves.
Okay. And who said just now unmuting? Shivansh. God helps those who help?
Themselves.
Okay, good. Good, both of you. So, God help those who help themselves. Now, every time if we are sitting and praying and we are not doing anything, if you say, God, please give me, please help me, tomorrow is my result, get me passing marks. God will come and give your test. No, you yourself have to give your test. So, you need to work hard. If you will work hard, God will definitely help you. And if you think that, okay, simply by praying, God will help me and I don't have to work hard, so that won't go with it. God will see how hard work, how you are doing, whether you're working hard on that particular subject, whether you're working hard or not. If you work hard, God will definitely, He will help you out. Okay. So God helps those who help themselves. It means that God is always by our side and will help, but He helps those who desperately makes an effort, blessed by God, that leads to success. Desperately try. It's your effort, blessed by God, that lead to success. So what does this mean? When I say, it means that God is always by our side. God is always there for us and will help. And God will obviously help us, but He helps those who desperately try. God will only help those people, those children who always try hard. If you don't try hard, if you don't want to work hard, so obviously God will also not be able to help you. No one will be able to help you. So it is your efforts blessed by God that leads to success. So your effort is the one that is blessed by God, and you are the one who is going to get success.
Ma'am,
Am
this
I
is
clear?
Harman.
Yes,
Ma'am, I know a friend for his final exam for school. He didn't even study, but he got 100 out of 100 in every subject.
No, beta, it can't be. It can't be. You think, no, the teacher, you think that how can he get? He must have studied. Maybe he must be very brainy. Brainy means very intelligent. He must have studied at night. Maybe whole day he must not be studying, but many children are into this habit. They don't study the whole day, but maybe they sit for 2 or 3 hours, they're able to grab the lesson. They're able to learn.
Ma'am,
Yes?
at English test of Olympiad, ma'am, I didn't study that much, ma'am. Then too, I got gold medal.
Better, because that is the practice which you must have done earlier even. Isn't it? If I asked you, if just now I said muhavre in Hindi, yeah. So many of you said, ma'am, what is muhavre? What is muhavre? Many of you were asking me about this muhavre. Now, if I give you in test muhavre, will you be able to do? The ones who don't know muhavre, what is muhavre? You won't be. So, and if you don't know, how will you be able to get 20 out of 20?
No, ma'am, not 20 out of 1 also we will not get.
If you get 20 out of 20, that means that you know your work. You know that particular topic.
Ma'am, may I go to washroom?
Yes, please. Okay, now don't judge a book by its cover. You cannot judge a person truly only by looking at the outward appearance. So looking at
What
the
were you doing, ma'am? Actually, I was just disconnected, ma'am, the few minutes.
who is that?
Ma'am, I am Veer.
Veer, you were there, na?
Ma'am, no, ma'am, in between I disconnected, ma'am.
I'm doing these proverbs only. Okay. So when
Okay, ma'am.
we should
Actually,
never.
ma'am, afterwards I was saying that only, ma'am, that English ones.
Okay, okay. So we should never judge a person by looking, just simply thinking, seeing the outer appearance. Well, if the child, maybe if any person is very dark, the complexion is very dark. So you should not think that, oh, if its complexion is dark, let me not speak to that particular person. Why? Maybe that person is a good one. Why don't you want to speak only because that complexion is dark? So you should never judge a person simply by looking the outer appearance. Clear? Okay, now anyone who have not understood proverb, please raise your hand. Only the ones who have not understood.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes. Who was
My
that?
friends do.
Name, please. Name. Leelakar. Tell me.
When my friends do, they look outwards and they do not talk who is so dark.
I didn't get you. Repeat again.
Ma'am, my friends do that. Who is so loose, who is not intelligent, they do not talk with him.
This many children have this habit. They only think that the ones who are very intelligent, they are the best. But it is not only that. Others
Ma'am,
are others are also.
never-
It may happen because see, all the children are not equal. Some are very intelligent, some are not very intelligent, some are weak. But it doesn't mean that that child is not good at all. This is something very wrong. Yeah.
Ma'am,
Yes. Yes. 1 minute, beta. Yeah, Veer.
ma'am, what was I going to say? I forgot
Okay, then
it.
mute yourself. Mute. Yes, I
Ma'am, I
think
will just.
so.
Ma'am, I have a proverb.
No, 1 minute. Someone said, ma'am. I'm not getting the name actually. Yeah, Shivansh, you said? Shivansh, you were saying something?
Yes, ma'am. I have a proverb.
Proverb. Tell me.
Honesty is best than policy.
Honesty is the best policy.
Ma'am, I got, ma'am. What was I going to say?
1 minute, Veer. Yeah, Shivansh. Tell me. You want to say something more, Shivansh?
Ma'am, honesty is the best policy.
Honesty is the best policy. Very good. That's
And
correct.
this is harder, even I want to see a proverb.
Okay. Yeah, Veer. 100, wait. Yes, Veer.
Ma'am, I was going to say a proverb, ma'am.
Ma'am, what is muhavre?
Proverbs.
Yeah, Proverbs. Tell quickly. Veer.
Ma'am, I had a proverb, ma'am, that he is a shining star
He is-
of our family.
Okay. Okay, fine.